what do you see in Keemstar? And I hate.
Okay,
that
so this is my relationship,
bro. Like I legitimately.
I have a
forgot
really
this guy
solid,
exists.
strong answer for this.
Okay.
I'm as loyal as they come. And not to jerk my own off, but I have changed people's lives in this space, and the Adin stuff and
We should talk about Nelk
Tifu,
Let's
Nelk,
talk
all
about
that stuff.
after.
I thrive and love. My favorite side of the content shit is finding someone who's on the up and learning everything that I learned 10 years ago and taking everything that I have gained and learned from this entire experience and like applying it to them and teaching them and seeing something that I believe that could be huge, and then it becomes huge. I love that. I love that. And I've been fucked over by these characters in the past, and I've had, whatever. I do it for no other reason than I like to do it. But there's been maybe a handful of people. You find out, I'm sure when you went through your shit, you know this. You find out who the real motherfuckers are when shit is hitting the fan. Yeah. When you're at the absolute lowest of lows, rock bottom, that's when you find out who your family is, who your friends are, who cares about you. And there's no other time to find that or see that, but it becomes, everything else is foggy and fucked up, but that becomes very, very clear. And when I had been 5150'd and got fucking shipped back and my ass kicked back to Boston and no one wanted anything to do with me, and I felt like I didn't have a single friend on the planet, there were three humans who checked in on me regularly and cared enough about me to just pick up the phone and make sure that I wasn't ready to fucking hang myself by a noose. And
to go with that.
It was Rugrat. I'm sorry. It was Rugrat, Adapt, my fucking brothers, my FaZe brothers, and Keemstar. And Keemstar would call me and tell me, dude, what the fuck are you doing? You're a superstar. You're a genius, and you need to get the fuck up. And you need to show these motherfuckers that they're dumb for doubting you. And everybody wants you back, and everybody wants you to do this. And he would call me a lot with that shit, and that meant the fucking world to me. Yeah. And in those moments, and in that moment, Keem's my boy forever. And I always thought that Keem got kind of unfairly like labeled as certain things and just like fucked with. No, maybe not unfairly. He welcomes it and he asks for it. Yes, but
that guy will say whatever he thinks is true as an absolute statement and sway the entire opinion of 8 to 13-year-olds online.
Wait a second, like a news program?
So that's where I'm at. Here's my question.
Like a fucking news program? By the way, I just want to let you know, I don't have any beef with him, but I do get all of my news from him. I always like to get right into the news. I love it.
Here's my question. Was he just the original troll?
Also,
hear me out. Because if you don't take anything he says as ever serious in any way, then he just fulfills another trollish role. The mistake people make.
The problem is he's reporting on real stuff. Yeah. You can't have a half real, half not hybrid about what's believable and what's not.
That kind of zips us right.
People don't do that.
That zips us to like present day YouTube and social media and information sharing. I just feel like if everybody came to the conclusion and kind of agreed, but like all of us agreed that, yeah, you know what, when you watch something on the internet or anywhere for that matter, let's not take everything at face value and come to our own conclusions and go elsewhere for other perspectives. Like that's how you're supposed to interpret things and digest information is that way. And if you watch something and you watch a 10-second clip and you take that as fact, I feel like that has to be on the individual at some point. Like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to be because it's never going to change. It's never going to get, any better. If anything, it's going to get worse with fucking AI and deep fakes and shit. Like we got to really, I don't know. I feel like that should be where the conversation's at rather than fucking Andrew Tate's the worst guy in the world or this Keemstar fucking is awful because half the shit that he says isn't totally 100% accurate, et cetera, et cetera. Like everyone's doing their fucking thing the way that they'll do it, and you could say what you want about it, but like I just feel like there's no individual, what's the word? Like responsibility, accountability, exactly.
But what he's saying,
you know what I'm saying?
But what he's saying though is that Keemstar meets people at an age where they're not able to really think for themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Where the fuck are these people's parents? Again, if a 13-year-old's consuming fucking information and things online all fucking day, where's their mom and dad? Like, where's that?
They're in mom's basement.
I genuinely believe, this is a whole nother thing, but I genuinely believe it's less of Keemstar's issue and problem and more of their fucking parents.
No, you're right. You're right.
Right? Like I really do.
You're right.
Like,
you're right. You're
I don't know.
It was a good answer to the question too, and I was genuinely curious.
And another thing too, I know Keem from a different era. He is OG way back Halo days. He would troll. That was his thing. And I won't say what the his little clan team name was because it's insane. But like
well, you should because he
can't
got
say
us
it.
in trouble.
I'm not allowed to
on
say it.
your podcast now. Get somebody else in
No,
trouble.
no, I can't. I'm gonna get myself in trouble and you guys in trouble.
No,
It's a
that's
really
fine.
gnarly. If you dive deep enough back, you can find it. But they would just go and fuck with people on Halo, and it was like they would grief people and troll people, and like me and my friends who I went to high school with would watch these videos, and he was a legend. And when I first the SOAR shit, he sent me a copy of Halo 3 signed by Keemstar. Like I was a fan.
Oh,
of
no
him
way.
and his
Okay,
content
okay,
and
okay,
stuff.
okay.
So like that's another thing. I know how this guy operates, and when I have these one-on-one conversations, I tend to judge people if I can, if it's possible, on how they are off camera and not with other people. When I'm sitting down one-on-one with
that's
somebody.
the thing.
and I'm
He's
getting
done a lot
deep-
of. He put him and his brother through hell, and so that was he's never done anything wrong to me. You know what I'm saying, per se. But I think when I look at him through the lens of him being a troll, which he generally is, it makes me.
Well,
feel,
it's obviously fair to say too, when all that shit, people picked a side when the Team 10 Clout Gang shit was going on. And Keem's my boy, and he has been for a while. So it's definitely probably fair to say he just didn't like you guys and would use anything that he could and, deliver it in a way that wasn't great.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.